Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to the channel. This is a process video for Off the Board with Pineapple Papers where we take something from our Pinterest boards and we try to find something from it. So I am using this one and I am pretty much doing what it shows, except that I don't have a white piece of paper for my background. It is a pattern paper and everything else is pretty much the same. So off camera, I decided to, there's a cut file in there where the flowers, you see the flowers running across. That is actually a cut file. So I went and pulled a cut file that was from Pear Tree, which is Sunshine Strip. And it is a Sunshine Strip. I did cut that and do two of them. I made sure that the innards, you could see the back paper that I put it on, as you can see right there. And so then I decided we're going to go through and do kind of pretty much what she has done. Now, the mixed media is a little bit different than what she did. I went stamping, and I know there I can tell that she either used a pattern paper that was like mixed media based made, or she did droplets like that. And so I decided that I am going to use the collection, the Simple Stories Pink Lemonade. It's from the Let's Create Together, the March 2026 collection that I get. Those do come from Scrapbook and Create, or Scrapbook Cards and Create, something like that. And it's something that they do yearly, and you can take them and either follow what Allison Davis, or not Allison Davis, but Megan sends you, or you can do whatever you want with them. And you get a collection, a little bit of 2 collections 4 times a year. So that is the rest of this. This is the last layout that I used of that collection. So I think I made, with that one, I think I made 4 layouts with it. And I don't have enough papers to even do anything with the rest of it. So I am just kind of going through, making sure I have my embellishments and all of that. Now, her photo is a little bit smaller than mine. I did do 2.5 by 2, and there's 2 of them, and I did kind of squish them together. But this is my daughter's 6th grade honors day. She is one of them that typically just gets AB honor roll every year. And she has been able to go to honors day every year. So far, her graduation career, I guess, if that's you want to call it, like, she has gone, I have not missed my husband and I have not missed a graduation since she has been going to school, since kindergarten. So, since when it was at my school, it was super easy. I just left my kids with another teacher and I was like, look, I'm gone, bye. Then when she moved over to the other school, I was like, man, now I gotta take time off just to go see her, but it's okay. But yeah, so I am taking one of my stash ink or stamps right there, and I think it's a Tim Holtz one if I remember correctly. And I wanted to just kind of put these colors, or this color, just kind of peeking out, but not like a lot, because I do know I've got a busy background. So I'm using the Distress Oxides and I'm using the Distress Spritz, and it is the same color, and that color is Rustic Wilderness. And then on the sides, I've done that off camera because I've done it before. I've taken my All Create stitching stamp and the black soot, and I stitched down the sides. And then here I am on camera just doing this little piece, because you guys have seen me do this before. I just didn't want to do all of this on camera again and again and again. So yeah, I just did the sides for the big pattern paper and then just the top for that one. And then off camera, if I remember correctly, I went in and did the rest, just a straight edge with my Sharpie pen. Then here, this is the cut file I was talking about, and I decided to just back it as a full piece and just let the white pieces show. The other thing I did was that I wanted to make sure that I only put the dimensionals in the center of where the flowers were. Only because I wanted to be able to play around with the dimension of the petals of the flowers, or the suns, the rays. Because they look like flowers to me, but it's supposed to be a sun. So I am going to go through, and honestly, when you do embellishments, you kind of just embellishment the way you think that it's going to work. This one had a bunch of writing and stuff, and y'all know I don't do any journaling on anything. And so you're going to see me painstakingly go through all of these, and then I go off camera because I was getting irritated. And then I went off camera and I fixed it, and then I came back on to like finish it up because I was really doing a lot with these embellishments. Some days I feel like I struggle with my type A personality, and that type A comes then out on my layouts, obviously. But then type A's aren't always the busy ones, like the busybodies. They're the, yes, we're busybody, but like we like calm and collective. We like things in place and all of that. I'm not a person that has a lot of stuff, but yet on my layouts, I want a lot of stuff. So there are tendencies that my brain doesn't necessarily like. And so then it fights itself, the better terms. So when I get into these modes, and it doesn't happen like a lot, but with going back to school and then having to change content area for a little while before I can go back to what I am going to be teaching that year or this year, it threw me for a loop, and it showed up finally here. And I didn't realize how much of this was going to affect, or how much that was going to affect this. When, I'll say it, I've gone to therapy. So when I was going to therapy, and well, really, I still am, but when I was going to therapy, I noticed things that we have talked about that has come into like my everyday life. And I didn't realize that it's not a bad thing. It's just, I didn't realize how much sometimes when you say work is work, home is home, play is play, you leave work at work and you leave home as home. You all know that don't happen some days. And I think that that's what happened here, was the struggle of making sure that I do everything correctly at school now with everything, and, just doing all of that. Then to do this, it like intertwined. So yeah, I had to go off camera for a while to fix it, and then I came back. So then that fixed a little bit. I put the lemons in spots. Then I took out that pink drink that I put up there and put more lemons there and a grapefruit. And then I fixed over here. I took out that strawberry because I had no strawberries anywhere else. Now, I would have left it because of the color, but I didn't like the fact that I put that strawberry over there because it didn't really match with all the lemons. It wasn't citrusy to me. So then I took that off, and then I fixed it with the butterfly. And then I came in and used all of the green on this layout because I wanted to get that green to come out. And then I did pull in my Distress Spritz, the antique linen, and then that is it. Still shots are coming up. Make sure you do all the YouTube-y stuff. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.